the Scottish media, who certain parts of the city get lauded for this brilliant European thinking, and other ones get, so how come your players can't eat pies and chips?
I think we've been joined. Alistair, is that you just joined me?
Yeah, Kev, it is.
Alistair, when you call in, mate, you don't have to do a video. We don't have video, and it's impacting the call, mate. So
I've turned it off.
There you go. Right, okay. Cheers.
Right.
It makes the call go a bit flaky.
Right, no worries, pal.
All good.
Listen, you were well, I think you've maybe heard what we've said. You were trying to dial in a wee bit earlier there, but you were at the game. You were at the game last night, caller.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
You're in the fortunate position that you were, and neither of us were. Now, the first thing I'd say is the attendance looked pretty shoddy as well, unfortunately. But you had sent us a message earlier on, Al, saying that in terms of the performance last night, you were obviously delighted with the result. Performance you didn't think was that great, but you've watched it back and you've changed your mind about the actual performance. Now, I've not had the luxury of being able to watch it again, but I'll be honest with you, I probably don't want to. But give us your thoughts on the whole situation, Alistair, regarding the game last night.
Well, they had loads of the ball, okay, but Gordon, really, if you examine it, only really had the 3 saves, one of which was world class, and 2 you would expect him to save. Yeah. Apart from that, those were really the 3 clear-cut chances they had, and I just felt that the back 4, especially the 2 centre halves, I felt didn't get enough credit because they put their bodies on the line, and I just felt that we just basically done a good European performance. If you want to look back at the past, I would kind of use the Blackburn Rovers game as an example. Remember when we were slaughtered for only beating them 1-0 at Celtic Park?
Yeah.
And it was a kind of similar game. They had plenty of the ball, but never really cut us home apart for the 3 times that I've mentioned, really. And Gordon obviously, thankfully, was there to save us. But no, I felt we were organised defensively, and I just think that you've got to put it in perspective, guys. Those are 2 champions of the country, so you're not going to get it your own way. So I thought it was solid enough. And as Pat said earlier, we've got 6 players, 7 if you include Mulgrew, out missing. So it was never going to be easy. I wasn't expecting an easy game.
Well, as I said earlier on, I was honestly expecting this to get beat, guys. I was honestly expecting, because I know they've either got 9 in a row in Croatia or they're going for 9 in a row, but they're an organised team, and we saw that last night, especially in the second half. They bring on a wee 17-year-old boy that cut us open with 1 pass in particular that I remember seeing. And I'm just watching it thinking, right, wait a minute here, this is meant to be the type of football that we are meant to be playing. This is meant to be the type of, the passing game that we hear about, the pressing game that we hear about, the fast attacking football we keep hearing about. The thing that frustrates me more than anything, guys, is Dyla's been in there for a while now, as is John Collins. And I would be happy enough if I was seeing steady progress week to week, or even fortnight to fortnight, or even month to month.
Even glimpses it during the game.
But the frustrating thing, guys, is we're not seeing it. What are they doing at training that's improving the players that are there? Even bearing in mind, yes, there are injuries, but bearing in mind also, all these players that were involved last night are going to training. They are getting trained. But where is the improvement? Where is the Ronnie Dyla style of play? Because again, apart from that Dundee United game, I've not seen it at all this season.
But maybe the players are not good enough to do what he wants when And if that's the case, then surely he's got to work with what he's got, and he's got to change his style a little bit as well. I know we're saying we're short of 3 right backs, but if we're short of 3 right backs, then play a different style of play that's going to accommodate that shortage.
So you didn't think last night there was a bit of an improvement in terms of the pressing game and stuff like that? I personally did. I thought there was a far better.
I honestly didn't see it, Pat. I was looking for it, and I saw it in fits and starts, mate. But again, as Dyler keeps saying himself, he demands that for 90 minutes, and it was there when the players remembered to do it, which for me is unacceptable. These guys are getting paid a lot of money. How many instructions do you actually need to give them when they go out on the park? When you're not getting the ball, you close that guy down that's got the ball in front of you. It's not easy. It's not difficult, I should say.
But that's when the fitness comes into play, though, because the pressing game is a fairly intensive sort of game style to play, and if you've got guys that aren't fit enough, you can do it in spits and spurts. Basically, when you've recovered from that, long sort of phase of pressing your opponent, then eventually you get your breath back and stuff like that, and you can basically go ahead again and do it. But I think that's maybe why he wants players to be at peak ultimate fitness.
And that's fair enough, Pat. And see if we were being able to do that for, say, 60 minutes, even for Christ's sake, 20 minutes of a game, and we were starting to get knackered, fair enough. But 5 minutes into the game, we weren't doing that. We do it for the first couple of minutes, and then they go back, they revert to type. They forget the instructions they've been given, and they revert to type. And whether that's a protest against Ronnie Dyler because they don't like him as a coach, or whether mentally they've not got the ability to retain what the instructions are going out onto that park for more than 5 minutes, they're just not doing it.
Kev, if they didn't like him as a coach, he would have folded last night. But they hung in there, and they got the 3 points. And I don't think you can get. He's been in charge 3 months. Dynamo Zagreb, you said the cut is open with 1 pass. That team of theirs has been together for 2-3 seasons.
That's right.
You don't get it in 3 months. So I think we've just got to grind it out and hope at the end of the season it'll get better as it goes on. You can't just expect a magic wand to appear and you end up playing this wonderful expansive football right away. You just can't.
I think they get Dyer in his time, but I don't think we should be pinning things on hope. I think there should be strong guidelines if Dyer to make sure that things are his way. He's coming out now and saying that he's not happy with the fitness of the players. So he's saying that if things are not right, he'll leave.
I didn't agree with that either.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is, I agree with what you're saying, but I don't think it should be pinned on hope. I think there should be signs of steady improvement, and I'm in Kevin's boat there. I don't see it sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm all for giving the guy tons of time. I'm not blaming Dyer. I'm blaming the players. I think there's a lack of action sometimes.
Don't get me wrong. I'm of the attitude. I've been the biggest critic of Dyer, believe it or not. But when he grinds out a result like that, I don't think any of us could have expected, knew what to expect after him last night, and we managed it. We're sitting top of the group with a good chance of getting through as group winners, especially if we won the next 2 games, which, let's face it, we should do.
Well, if we put it this way, Al, if we don't, then there's more serious questions need to be asked than I'm asking tonight, put it that way.
I think my disappointment comes through. What my expectations are is, I don't really care if we win, lose or draw. Right, that's not a cliche.
You should write a song about
that. All I want to see is 100% effort. That's all I want to see, and sometimes I don't see it. And I was all for putting Big Ambrose to right back because I thought he wasn't going to do it at centre back. But see now, when he gets the ball, it's like he's looking for guys to run into. Some of it was even last night. It was nearly hospital balls. Not just him, for other people as well.
I think like Ambrose is
like a lost team sometimes. It's not the last day they won their team. There were just 11 guys on the park.
But look, let's face it. We're just waiting for the other players to come back. Any one of those three right backs, and Ambrose is he's out the team. There's no doubt about it. So,
but I honestly can't see that changing the team so much, Pat. I know that
Skepovic was on the bench last night.
And again, but sorry, Alan, you go.
Thatcher was on the bench last night, but whether he was fat enough for a game like that, I would doubt.
Yeah.
Might see him on Sunday.
Against the mighty Hamilton Academicals.
Again, it's early season, guys, and all. You know what I mean? You'll be judged at the end of the season, hopefully.
Oh, I reckon it'll be judged well before that. I reckon once it gets beyond Christmas, transfer window, and see where we are at that point, we should be, in theory, well ahead. And I think it's going to be one of those things that, he put himself. He's probably bought himself a fair bit of time. The fact that he's 2 wins probably, or he wants 10 points, and you win against the worst team in the whole of the section. Then we should be beating them home and away.
We don't judge them at Christmas, because if we do, and we're worse than what we are now, getting rid of a guy like that, I think it's fine. I think the guy's definitely got something there, and he's came in and he's not got the resources or the players he needs to fulfil his vision. And the fact he's alluded to things like that about fitness and all that takes a bit of guts to come out and say that as well. You know what I mean? Especially at a club like Celtic.
On the bright side, you could have Moisley at centre half.
Oh, there you go.
Moisley.
There you go.
This is very true, Al. This is very true.
And then you would be moaning, by the way. So,
well, listen, guys, I'm going to actually ask this, because we've talked a bit about the players that are missing, but Dial is obviously very limited right now into the players that he's got access to, whether it's players that have been here since the Neil Lennon era, or whether it's new players that Dial has brought in. But in all seriousness right now, I should say, if every single player in this squad that we're aware of and we know of are fit, what's the starting Celtic 11 right now? And I want to go around us all with this, because I think we'll be able to get some kind of consensus here as to what the strongest starting 11 is as a team. So, in terms of goalkeeper, I think that's a fairly obvious one right now. Are we all agreed it's Craig Gordon?
Yeah, it's got to be Fassan, surely. Come on. Fassan.
Liam?
Aye, Gordon all the way.
All the way, right. Martin, yeah?
Oh, aye.
Right, okay, so there we go. Right, Ronnie, there's your first keeper. I think that was an easy one anyway. Right back. Now, we spoke, so forget about the injury situation just now. Now, I'm torn between Matthews and Lustig, to be honest, because I like the two of them, albeit I think Matthews has had a few more injury problems. I do like Lustig. I'm torn between the two of them, but I'd be tossing up between the two of them, I suppose. What's your thoughts on the right back position, Liam?
Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know.
Ambrose?
Ambrose is just, he's too shaky, Although, if he's played at right back, it's better than playing him at centre half. So, in that case, maybe he's a good choice.
Play him left back. Left back in the dressing room.
Martin, what about your... Martin, what's your thoughts on the right back position? Because this is one of the positions that there's a number of players vying for.
I'd probably go. I'd be going Matthews, but not much. Just I slightly prefer him to a few of the other. But there wouldn't be there's not a boys like Gordon where he's far ahead of somebody else. It's I suppose so, sort of thing.
Okay, so that's a vote for Matthews. Liam, who would you plump for if you had to?
Probably Matthews.
Okay, Pat.
Definitely Lustig. 100%.
Okay,
I think he's as good, if not better, than what Matthews is. He's less injury prone, and he's certainly more of a leader on the park than what Matthews is. And for that alone, I think he is captain potential for me. So. And the fact he's physically, I think he's a bit taller, a bit better in there than what